What is up there, YouTube? Matt here again. I cannot give you any information on what you're looking at other than what we know. You gotta figure back in the day, everything was purchased out of catalogs. You could go into your Sears and Roebuck and buy everything from some tools to some guns to some full vehicles if you wanted to out of a catalog. This is technically two different machines that would have been put together into one with the whole frame kit here you bought out of the catalog. The rear is a Pennsylvania Deluxe gas-powered push mower. This would have been a decently high-end push mower back in the day, but that's why the colors don't match. That and the frame are two separate different things. So you would have had your old school push mower, and then you would have went and gotten your catalog, and you would have purchased everything that's red here, which would have been a bolt-on to turn your push mower into a riding mower. Pretty damn cool if I do say so myself. And that's where the information stops. This one has lived its life in somebody's barn for the last 10 years. Prior to that, somebody did what I would call a Cracker Barrel restoration, where they made it look just good enough to hang on the wall. That was it, which I totally get. This mower is beyond flimsy. If you actually sit on it, the handlebars bow, you can flex the front end a solid 6 inches. I could push on this and snap the front end off. That's how flimsy this is made. So this wouldn't have been a very industrial tool. You would have used this a couple times, it would have broke, you would have been pissed, you wasted your money. But all in all, still very cool. So instead of letting this sit up in somebody's rafters for another 10 years or what have you may happen, I would like to turn it into something that we can use. We're going to build we're going to call it a drift trike. This thing's probably never going to drift, but we're going to call it a drift trike build. But more than anything, this is going to be a car show cruiser. Something you can get on, go cruise your local car show, not mess up the grass, not bother anybody, top speed 20 miles an hour cruiser.
You and me, hanging from the willow tree, quietly drifting in the open breeze. Suddenly, the wind blows you away from me. Now I see we were never meant to be. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. Born from the same branch and leaves, wild and free, living here in harmony. Don't you see, this is where you want to be. But when you leave, the world is never what it seems. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee?
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises, you know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now. Too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now.
Right there. It hangs up right there. So, these tires are not exactly made to high-end specifications, and that really sucks. Even if I would have gave myself extra room, that's ridiculous. I gave myself 1/4 of an inch, and that means that one side's out 1/4 of an inch than the other side on that tire. That thing going down the road would go like that. So we need to figure out another tire solution. Guess I'm gonna get on that and see see you guys whenever I get that figured out. Not perfect, but it's way better than the run flat we had. I mean, you can't really ask for too much out of wheelbarrow wheels here. At least it's not going up and down. I can live with a little bit off.
Lights they flicker and the candles glitter like you're in a thriller. Heart goes pum pum pum. Ghostly figures they can get so bitter. Show you want to until you can turn back now. You don't know where I've been. What's going on inside? Where the monsters like to come alive, come alive. Do you really wanna know me? I'm really not that cozy. It's up to you, so you decide, you decide. Would you love me at my worst till the coffin's in the dirt? Try to break me like a curse, you know that will never work. I'm a little bit absurd. I like dancing on the verge. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion, but could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house. If you're too scared, get out. A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house.
Eighth of an inch clearance on both sides. It don't get no closer than that. We still got quite a bit of steering angle on this. A lot more to the right than the left because this frame isn't exactly straight, but that's solid. That's real solid. Ride height doesn't look too bad. I was aiming for like 2 inches. I ended up with closer to probably 3. See how low this was? It was like at knee height. So every time you turned, you'd ram the handlebars into your knee. So now your leg can at least slip under them a little bit. It should be a little better to ride. Now the rear, we gotta cut this thing up, make some new rods, and weld them onto the tail and make it all one piece.
Broken windows and a warning scribbled on my wall saying that you better turn around. Wouldn't be the first to try to burn me down. Your move, you do. Would you love me at my worst till the coffin's in the dirt? Try to break me like a curse. You know that will never work. I'm a little bit absurd. I like dancing on the verge. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion, but could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house. If you're just sticking out. A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. Could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house. If you're just sticking out. A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. My words till the coffin's in the dirt. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion.
step is obviously full disassembly and sending this off to powder coat.
When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. Oh, going fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. I'm going in. You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. I know you wanna see me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. Oh, going in. Fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. I'm going in.
Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best
Came out to the nice park here. Just take a nice little cruise through the grass. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect there. Just a nice slow cruise. I'd say between 3 and 5 miles an hour off-road is about where you want to be. The front end design on this is absolutely terrible. You could think of it like a Walmart shopping cart or a trolley, wherever you're from. I don't know what you guys call it, but a shopping cart. The front wheels on a shopping cart, how they're designed and how they're supposed to roll, with the tabs facing backward and the wheel at a slight angle, so it's almost pulling the wheel behind the center point so that it stays straight. This is the total opposite. This is actually pushing the wheel, kind of like an old school chopper. So once you start going fast on pavement, it gets out of control and it kind of just goes right or left. The wheel just takes a turn wherever it wants to go, and you're just kind of dealing with it. There are some trails around the ball field here I'm not going to take because this thing's too low to the ground. But an absolute win on the cruising portion here. We're not hurting the grass any. It's going just fine. We can pick up some speed. It actually does pretty good off-road. Now this is geared to do about 18 to 20 miles per hour, and if you're brave enough, you absolutely could do it off-road. I don't see it being an issue, except for the fact that if it gets away from it, you're gonna flip. Yeah, that's about as fast as I'd trust it on pavement right there. She starts getting a little wiggly. Again, not too bad off-road, but on pavement, a little too much. This thing is wild. I wish I had room for all these toys and a place to use them, because I would just keep them all. Oop, don't want to hit that speed bump. Why not? We'll take the gravel road. We'll just be careful not to go too fast. I don't want to mess up the fresh powder coat before I sell her. Doesn't do too bad there. What an absolute hoot that thing is to drive. Killer build, turned out awesome. Apologize for the video quality today. We got a lot of smoke in the air from the Canada wildfires. It's almost hard to breathe out here. But she turned out great. The only thing I'd probably change if I was keeping it is I would re-gear it to a little bigger sprocket, take the top speed down some, and add some torque, and I would be real happy with that. But this is on to its new owner. I'm gonna go ahead and wash it, put it up for sale, and any one of you could own it, I guess, if it's still available when this video posts. Too cool. Stay safe, stay healthy. I love y'all. And as always, bugs. Have a good one.